I was asked a question recently, how do you go about pitching songs if you don't have a pub deal? Thanks for the question. I think this sounds like a starter question, like maybe a better way to answer the question is to rephrase it. If I was a young songwriter starting over today, how would I do it? And obviously a lot has changed about the music business since I started, but I think two things are still the same. Number one, it takes some talent. And number two, you got to know people. So I'd keep working on writing the best songs I could and developing my talent. And I'd get to know other songwriters and collaborators around me in my current circle. Guys with publishing deals, and there aren't a lot of them today, are signed because they have the talent, a lot of talent. And the publisher, that's the one who knows people, is going to put them in the room with other songwriters who also have a lot of talent. And their publishers also know people. So you have those two things happen. Talented people being put together by people who have relationships with labels, producers, and artists. So in a similar way, if I were starting over, I'd use that same concept. Wherever I was at, I would start looking for good singers, songwriters in my area, the ones who are active on social media and have good followings, and start co-writing some songs, things that we could present to both our audiences, our followers. Our followers are the people we know. We do have an audience, or we can build one. And I would pick some of my better songs and do good recordings of them. If I couldn't sing very well, I'd find an artist or good singer maybe that didn't write songs that wanted to be on the recording. I would then create video content from those recordings to use on social media platforms. Collaborate. Those are some of the things I would start doing, and the more you do them, the more you grow your network of writers and artists and people you know, and the audience that's following you. That's one thing that's different today that I didn't have. And here's one final thing I would do. I've been in the writing room for writing sessions when we were writing for radio and writing for a particular artist, or we were writing for some cause or special project. But I used to write with a friend of mine, and we'd write songs for his group, his gig, and it was a live performance in front of hundreds, sometimes thousands of people in a theater several times a week. He thought about every verse and chorus we wrote from the perspective of seeing himself standing at the edge of that stage and singing it in front of those people, in front of a live audience, directly to them. He had performed for years in front of live audiences, so he had a good idea what people responded to live and what they didn't, and he envisioned every line singing it straight to them. I would write songs thinking of every verse and chorus of how it will land with someone on the other end of this screen. If I was starting as a songwriter today, I wouldn't start out chasing radio. I wouldn't start out chasing famous artists. Maybe I'd write for a few causes, but I would write and collaborate to chase you, the person on the other side of the screen. That's where I would start. Develop my talent as a songwriter, getting to know people through collaborations, and we can present those collaborations to an audience. And I'd put a few years of doing that together and see where it took me.